So welcome. Thank you for taking the time to be with myself and the rest of us this evening. I know you're busy, so I really appreciate that you are putting it aside 5 to 10 minutes to invest in you and to invest in your business. If you're new to this group, I thank you so much for joining. I pray that you are going to get a ton out of it. In fact, I know you are. So I want you to please introduce yourself in the comments. Tell me, what are you doing over the Christmas break to be connected to yourself? If you need to catch up on that, go back and have a listen. Now, I know that you're thinking, what is she doing? What is she up to with that mask on? I'm wanting to demonstrate to you how we have just had 2 years of the great disconnect. We've had to isolate, stay at homes, shut our shops, not see our families, not touch, not hug, and wear a mask. And you can understand that there's a level of excitement to be opening up and seeing each other again. And as Brene Brown coined it, it's also the great awkward. Katy Milkman, she studies what we call the fresh start effect. It's when we have this moment where it's easier to make change. You know, a big birthday, 30, 40, 50, a new job, or moving to a new community. There is this moment where it's easier to make change. And I would suggest that right now we are at a fresh start effect collectively in our leadership and in our businesses, where we get to unmask and reconnect. So that's what we're looking at today. I want to invite you to consider how we can be intentional about connecting with others in 2022 through our businesses or our leadership, no matter what it is that you're doing. See, isn't that so much better? You can see me. I can't see you, but we can reconnect, we can unmask. So how can we be intentional? How can you be intentional in 2022 about connecting with others in your business? Here are my 3 tips for you. 1, everyone says, don't sweat the small stuff. But actually, I would suggest when it comes to people, you really need to sweat the small stuff. You need to pay attention to the details. When you pay attention to the details of the other person, it builds trust. It builds trust over time. In my 16 years, more than 16 years of working with all sorts of people from all sorts of places, that the number one thing that built trust was remembering someone's name. It's really important. The more you can do it, even if it's a one-off interaction with people, using someone's name is really powerful. So please do sweat the small stuff and use people's names. Remember people's names. If that's not a strength for you, think about how you can improve on that. How can you remember? Do you need a notepad? Do you need to tell your assistant that to help you remember names? So I've given you 2 there already. 1 was sweat the small stuff, pay attention to the person, and remember names. The 3rd one is really similar, but don't just make the transaction. Get to know the person. Why is all of this important? It tells the person that you're important to me, I care about you, I remember you, and that they actually stand out to you from everyone else. What's that going to do for your business? They're going to choose you over someone else. They're going to refer you to a friend. When you're interested in not just your sales, but the other person, you get to dream a little about what connecting looks like and how we get to be a part of this collective reset, this collective reconnect, because people are feeling awkward. People are feeling nervous. And the more that you can do to sweat the small stuff, pay attention, remember names, don't just make the sale, but get to know the person, you're going to create spaces that are welcoming, inviting, safe. Is that the sort of business that you want? Is that the way you want to lead your teams in business? Is that the way you want to launch a business? I want you over the break to dream a little bit, to think about how in your business you can be intentional about this great reconnect. How can you unmask and connect even more with your clients, your customers, or as you consider launching, how can you do it in a connected way? We know that we're not going to fully switch off, particularly small business, you're not going to fully switch off. So dream a little. I want you to choose 3 ways you can have a greater impact on others in your business in the new year. Maybe it's, I want to double the amount of people coming into my store. I want to launch my products to an audience that matters. Or I want to get better at remembering names. I want to show my customers that they matter, that I'm going to deliver a good service. On top of that, I'm going to show them that they matter to me. And you will see that the profit follows. Our greatest measure of success is our impact on people. And hopefully you're beginning to see why. And I'm sure you're already aware of that, which is why you are here. So as I said last week, I know you're busy, so I'm making available to you free planning calls all of January. If you would like to grow or launch a connected business and get really intentional on this, do some creative dreaming, some strategy, some planning on how to increase your connection to others next year and really use this moment for everything. I invite you to just jump on a call with me. Let's chat. Let's have a free planning call in January and invest in yourself, invest in your business. So we will be off for the next couple of weeks. We'll be back live next year, Jan 13. If you're on holiday still, I completely understand that. I take a break, but don't miss out. Come back, catch up on this. It's been really great to be with you, and we will see you in the new year. Have a fantastic Christmas. Stay connected to yourself and reach out and find new ways to connect with others.